What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another remix of Aha. And we are continuing through the second disc of the Time and Again compilation, and this time we're going to listen to a remix of Touchy, so I know Shell will be very excited. And yes, I get it, this is seen as one of the more bubblegum and less memorable tunes in their catalog. That being said, I don't dislike it, I actually enjoy it. Certainly the chorus is catchy, and I suppose part of my enjoyment is now linked to the silly yet quite funny music video, which, again, I get people might have an opinion that it's a bit of a distortion of their more, in other cases, like serious or artistic stylings in their music videos. But yeah, I think it's a fun tune, it's a silly tune. Ultimately, I think the video fits it well. This is called a house mix. So house, it's one of the foundational genres of electronic dance music, one of the earliest genres to emerge, and incidentally, as someone who's into acid music, acid house was the grandfather of all the other styles of acid-focused dance music that are one of the reasons that I got into rave parties. So yes, ultimately, house music is not my favorite by style. Indeed, I don't really mix it. I do have a handful of house records, including a lot of acid house. But by and large, it's not one of my favorite styles. But I always pay respect to it because of its history in the larger world of electronic dance music and acid-based music specifically. So yeah, given that this comes from the time of the release, I have a sense of what the house stylings might be. So it's hard to articulate that verbally, but there'll be a certain type of drum, not just the kick drum, but there's like other like cowbell style drums and so on that are often featured in house music from the time. So I would expect it to be in that vein. I'll see what it is in practice. Let's give it a listen. This is Aha Touchy, the house mix from the Time and Again compilation. Huh. Literally, that's what I was trying to characterize right there. Certainly notably different from the proper track. That keyboard line, that's very late 80s house. wood tap. Definitely longer than the album track, which is not surprising. I'm actually surprised by the fade out because most dance tracks, especially if they're intended to actually be used, in dance floor mixes by DJs, they have like stripped down outros where the tune sort of dismantles, pulling out this melody, then this synth line, then pulling out this drum, till by the end it's usually just like a kick and a hat, or even just the kick itself. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised by the fade out, but otherwise it's more or less what I expected, even in the details. Like again, all those little percussive rhythms, that sort of staggered clap, and just that those snare repetitions at the measure breaks. It's all very like house music. Now, in a way, it suffers from what, to my ears and brain, a lot of house does, and that's the tempo. Now, I get it, like, it's a pop song, and like actually in terms of the speed of the melodic parts, which are taken from the original that we hear in this version, it's more or less the same speed. But as a dance floor tune, to my ears and brain, house is often too slow. I just wanted to pick up the tempo and get moving more, which is why like techno and like hard trance and so on are genres that I came to be more interested in my own, DJ and musical endeavors when it comes to dance music. So yeah, like there's part of me that wants it to pick up the pace a little more, and I'm thinking of people dancing to it on a dance floor, and it's, they're like stuck in molasses or something. So yeah, that's more, I suppose, my commentary on house music. And yeah, like it definitely hits different, like not just because it, doesn't have quite the same like synth pop feel. It has a more, again, like dance track configuration, but even the melodic layers that are again taken from the original, they hit different here, and they have a, there's like parts where it's like phasing in and out, which is a technique you hear in house and also techno, and that's not something that's like part of the original, where it's like the sound is like coming to the foreground, backing off, getting more echoed, and then phasing back and forth. So there's parts that are derived from the melodic elements of the original, but which definitely hit different here. So that was a notable feature. I do think it was a minute or two longer. I don't remember exactly. I would guess like 3.5 minutes. Yeah, and this is about 5.5. So I'm guessing it's roughly 2 minutes longer than the normal version of the tune, which again, house tracks, techno tracks, trance tracks, 6-7 minutes, that's pretty standard. So that is in no way surprising. And yeah, it does sound like house of the late 80s, which is to say, by the time you get to like 92, 93, And, by the time I'm getting involved in the electronic music of rave parties and so on, it's like 96. And house, although still having some of the same forms, it sounds different. If you hear a house track from 88 versus a house track in 96 or 97, you can definitely hear the difference. So yeah, it very much sounds like a late 80s house tune. In any case, I still enjoy it. I enjoy the original track. I know not every a-ha fan feels that way, or even if they do find some value in it, I know it's not like a fan favorite in the larger catalog, but I think it's fun for what it is. I think this is a cool remix, and as someone who does listen to dance music, like electronic dance music, it's certainly up my alley. So in any case, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.